Well, welcome to a taped video of the Saturday Night Live with Lady D. I am your host, Lady D. Welcome back to Oracle of Delphi, my channel. Folks, I usually do a Saturday Night Live show, and I am very tired and not feeling well this week. It's been a very, very tough week. I've had a lot of readings, and a lot of the readings have been draining because people are going through the thick of it. People are really exhausted emotionally, physically, spiritually. They are being attacked emotionally, physically, spiritually. And I've done a lot of emotional release therapy sessions this week, which, by the way, there is a special this week, and I'll bring that up in a little bit. So, because I am not sleeping and I'm exhausted, and it took a lot out of me just to do the show last night because I've just been so tired and it's getting dark early now. And so by like 9 or 10 at night, I'm exhausted. So this week I'm taking the night off, but I am recording this video. So if you're watching this, it's going to come up as a live show, but it's a recorded video. So I will, Paula or myself would be lurking in the background as moderators and to make sure everything's copacetic when you are watching this. So I'm going to release this at 8 p.m. on Saturday night, where I would usually be doing a live show, but this is a video, a taped video. Okay. Also, tomorrow I'm doing a live show. It will actually be a live show with Azria on this channel. And to be doing a live show at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 9 p.m. Greenwich Means Time for over there for Azria in the UK. It's 9 p.m. over there. So that's why I do it earlier rather than a later show. We're going to be talking about this in-between phase that we're in now, this painful, painful in-between phase in which, we're not in 5D, but we're also not completely in 3D. And we're kind of wavering in between 4D and 5D. And it's painful and it's hard for people. And a lot of people are suffering emotionally, physically, and it's just not easy for everyone, and it's been really, really hard. The energies are so intense right now. The Schumann resonance is off the charts. The amount of light and that God is shining upon this earth, and the upgrades are just really, really hard on people. We are going through unprecedented times spiritually and in this world physically. What's going on with all the geopolitical happenings and the geopolitical landscape. So, folks, I'm going to be doing a little bit of I'm going to say start with Psalm 91 as I usually do, and I suggest that you guys put on your armor of God and keep praying because we are on the spiritual front lines, and would be very, very dumb of people to, it'd be if you're in a spiritual battle. Well, let's just say not even a spiritual battle. If you're in any type of battle, if you're going to war and if you don't have your armor on, if you don't put on your protection, and if you don't put on your gear, right, your protective gear, right, what are the chances are you going to be injured, right? If you go out into battle without training, without being prepared, and without your gear, without wearing your protective armor, chances are that you're going to be hit, right? Chances are that you are going to be injured because you don't have your gear. And you wouldn't be a very smart or effective soldier. You'd make yourself vulnerable. Well, just as in a physical war, we're going through a spiritual war right now. So, God has instructed me, and Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, has instructed me that to make sure that I say Psalm 91 morning, noon, and night, and to open and close my shows with this because I've dedicated this channel to God and Yeshua. Now, I'm not on camera because I'm not feeling well, but you don't need to see me. You see me all the time. So this is going to be, you're going to be really seeing the cards. I'm going to be showing the cards.
Okay.
But before this, we're going to start the show, as I always do, with Psalm 91. So pray with me, Soul Tribe family. Psalm 91, and I pray this over you and yours, everything to do with you and all the people that you love and everything that you possess. I pray Psalm 91 over you, all that are watching, head to toe, mind, body, and soul. Whoever dwells, I also pray this over President Trump. Join me in praise, saying this prayer over President Trump, all the good alliance, all the good people of the world that are fighting the enemy, fighting the dark, fighting evil, all of our good military, the super soldiers, the Galactic Alliance, right? The Galactic Federation of Worlds, all of the White Hat Alliance, and all of the good people that are surrounding Trump, and the good people in my country, in the US, and my government in the US and around the world. Here we go. Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare, and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will take refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, nor disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you, and guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Now let's go back and do Ephesians. All right, this is your armor of God. This is another prayer that you should be saying all the time. Whenever you go out into battle, because we are in the thick of the battle here. The armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you will take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you will be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all of this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Okay, also pray for me that whenever I speak, words may be given so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel. All right, here we go. Psalm 23. Here's another one. These are all have power. Now listen, I am not a religious person. I call myself a recovering Catholic, okay? Because I grew up Catholic, but I don't go to church. I go to church weddings and funerals now, okay? However, I am on Team God, and I am a child of God, and I believe in Yeshua HaMashiach, the Christ, okay? I am a follower of Christ. I am one of His apostles, okay? But whether or not you believe the Bible is real or allegory, we all know that there's truth in the Bible. You can tell what resonates with you, what speaks to your heart, what is of the Bible that is of God, and what has been skewed and doctored. And we all know that the Roman Catholics and the powers that be have infiltrated the Bible, and there's a lot that has been taken out of the Bible and hidden due to keep this illusion of, control and separation from God. I believe that you don't need a middleman to God, that religion separates people. Look at all the religion that has separated people in the fighting over religion. My God's better than your God. So these words have power regardless of religion, regardless if you believe that the Bible is real or not. These are the words of God, and these have a lot of power. So that's why I've been instructed to say these before the shows and to make sure that I let you all know this. Okay, so here we go. Psalm 23. Let me go do it. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness will and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. All right, my Soul Tribe family. This is kind of a different show because it's pre-taped. All right. So I was having a very particular bad week last week. I've been having a very particular bad week, a lot of weeks. It's been a struggle, and I'm not the only one. And one night, in the middle of the night, I was woken up, and then I said, God, what's the deal? What's the deal? And he said, my daughter, I want you to open up to Psalm 121. And this is actually one I'm going to read to you, okay? And it's actually called, all right, so I'm reading the Bible to you right here. You can see me reading. And it's God had me go to Psalm 121, okay? And it's songs of ascent. Go figure, because we are, and just so you know, folks, this is, actually, let me put up the full camera on and take this off. I need to get rid of that. Who are we going to put this full? Okay, here we go. So this is, can you see this? The Ethiopian Bible. Okay, this is the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible. Okay. So this is Psalm 121. I don't know if you can see this. Can you read it with me? Oh, it's backwards. It's probably backwards. I was going to have you read it with me, but I think it's backwards. So here we go. This is very quick, and this is why I'm reading it to you out loud here. Songs of Ascent. This is God's answer to me because I've been praying really, really hard for all of us because everyone is really, really struggling. We knew it was going to be hard, but boy, we didn't know how hard. It's one thing to conceptualize something and then actually to live through it. So here we go. This is God's. I was like, God, why does it, are you with me? Are you with me? What's going on? I pray, I pray, I pray. And sometimes I feel you so strongly, and other times it's like silence and it's like you're forsaking me. So I got up in the middle of the night, and this is what God told me to do. Said, go to Psalm 121. So this is it. Songs of Ascent. Songs of Ascent, and we're in the middle of ascending. We're in the middle of ascension right now. We're ascending. Here we go. I will lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from Yahweh, who made heaven and earth. All right. So in other words, God's saying, your help does not come from man, it comes from me. He will not allow your foot to be removed. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. In other words, God doesn't sleep. He's always watching over us. Behold, he who keeps Israel when neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is your keeper. Yahweh is your shade on your right hand. This is an old Bible. This is the most original Bible. It's, well, the closest to the original, and it's the Ethiopian Bible. So they refer to God as Yahweh. Okay. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh will keep you from evil. He will keep your soul. God will keep you going out and coming in from this time forever and forevermore. It says God will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forever and forevermore. I'm wondering if it means that this is, coming in and going out. Is this reincarnation? Is God is basically saying that right now we're in the time that we're no longer reincarnating. We're not coming in, because it says keep your going out and your coming in. I'm getting that this is God saying we're no longer reincarnating. This is it. This is our last life. It is done. It is done. All right. So folks, let's do a reading, okay? And is this the final showdown? Is this the final showdown? Right? Is it? There's been all these calms. The other day, President Trump was seen getting onto Air Force One with a black umbrella. However, there was no rain, not a drop in the sky, sunny sky. Was that a calm? That the storm is upon us. Everyone was talking about Red October. I got that October was going to be a really, really hot and explosive month, and it has been. A lot has happened. President Trump just got Israel and Hamas to sign a peace treaty, a peace agreement. So all those free Palestine jerks can shut up now, because he has freed Palestine. John Bolton was indicted this week. Letitia James they keep on adding more and more on her. Fannie Willis is done. All these exposures are coming out. We have Democratic politicians calling for violence. We have Nancy Pelosi losing it on a very sweet Lindell TV reporter. Shut up! When she was asked about why she did not deploy the National Guard. And then she lied and she snapped at the reporter, told the reporter to shut up. You're lying, blah, blah, blah. It really seems that, considering that right now it is December 18th, that the storm really is upon us, especially with President Trump very, very publicly. Sorry, I needed to wet my whistle. Very publicly wearing that, holding that, I shouldn't say wearing, holding that umbrella. So, folks, is the storm upon us? Is this the final showdown? Certainly looks like it. Is the storm imminent? Are we heading into, let's say, EBS or martial law? They say that the military is the only way. We all know that this government shutdown is a lot more than meets the eye. I got that, and everyone that's in the know is saying that. I'm surely not the only psychic or person that's in the know has said that. So let's ask. I'm going to use I love these cards. Let's ask Soul Tribe family, is the storm upon us? We're in this final showdown now. We're at the crux, of this movie. Let me see if I can. Just want to adjust the camera a little bit. I like Jerry rigged this camera. So let's ask Soul Tribe family, is the storm upon us? And I'm going to try to. Nope. Don't mind me as I'm going to do the opposite. Here we go. Here we go. Let's ask. And I think we're going to need more room. So I'm going to take this off. And we're just going to do it here. All right, my Soul Tribe family. So we only have literally a little less than 2 weeks. We have about 2 weeks left in October. Is the storm upon us? And it's been a red October so far, and also been a white October because of the peace deal, but pretty much it's been an explosive and red October. So, is the storm upon us in the final showdown? What say you, Holy God, in Yeshua the Christ? Is the final storm upon us? And when President Trump came out holding that umbrella, when there was not a drop in the sky, when it was completely sunny, was that a calm? Was he letting us know, people that are in the know, was he letting us know that the storm is definitely upon us? Sorry, I need to lower this light a little bit. Yes or no? And anything else, whoops, that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, Holy Spirit of God in Yeshua Jesus? Was Trump saying that the storm is upon us by holding that umbrella? What say you, Holy Spirit of God and Yeshua, Jesus the Christ? Okay. First card, Knight of Pentacles. That's a military card. Okay. Second card, Nine of Swords. Third card, Ace of Pentacles. There's our ace. So that's a yes. That's a tangible yes right there. That when Trump came out with the umbrella, that the storm is upon us. Folks, I really apologize. I'm trying to make it so that adjust the camera so it's bright enough for you. So pardon me. 1 second here. There we go. That was definitely a yes that the storm is upon us. There's our ace. Oh, I should have been doing that a long time ago. Sorry, folks. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. There you go. So you can see better. All right. There's the military. And with the Page of Pentacles, okay, excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a military card, obviously, but also this is someone that has been working on something very, very diligently. So this is hard work and determination, and to finally get to a certain point where the storm is upon us. All right. And this is also his way of saying, listen, do not fear, do not fret, because the Nine of Swords is it's a card of, sleepless nights, worrying, ruminating, being stressed out, crying, losing sleep, being very, very anxious. And so he's saying, do not worry, because this is the card of needless worry. You're doing it to yourself. And I know it's easier said than done. A lot of us are going through the thick of it because we're being attacked. We're the upgrades, the DNA upgrades, the energies, the Schumann resonance. We're getting it on all sides. We're getting rid of generational curses. We're, getting rid of all the debris in our auric fields. So this is us right now. That was Trump was doing was very much sending out a communication that the storm is upon us. Look at that Ace of Pentacles, a tangible yes. Okay. The Empress card. This means that we are on the precipice of healing. We are on the precipice of abundance. We are the precipice of a rebirth in our country. We are putting the U.S. and the U.S. citizens first. This also means that things are gestating that are about to be birthed because she's pregnant. We're on the verge of having more of a balanced world, and especially in the US, of a divine masculine and a divine feminine, because right now it's been too much of the divine masculine, too war, too much aggression and war. Unfortunately, this storm is needed. It's going to be a little bumpy. It's not going to be fun and pleasant. At times it might be a little scary, but this is saying that healing and our country and the world is on the verge of a rebirth. She's pregnant, this Empress, so things are gestating that are about to be revealed. This is all a nurturing and healing card and caring card, self-care. Basically this represents Mother Gaia because she is the ultimate mother. And this is needed in order for God to take care of his children and for the good governments to give back to the people of the earth. Okay? Nurturing, healing, lots of love. This is all about giving back the world to God's people, God's children. Nurturing, loving, abundance, bountiful blessings. Beautiful card. The Lover's card. Yep. The Lover's card is all about harmony and agreement. It's about coming together in love and light. So this was definitely a calm from that, the 17th letter. They were in harmony agreement that this is it, this is the time, and this was the way to show those that are in the know, that are part of that 17 letter cute movement, that the storm is upon us. Yep. Let's pull one more. Knight of Swords, and it's coming quick. The Knight of Swords is the quintessential military card. And look at white hats. They're both, notice how the horses are all white. So these are two good military cards, white hat military cards. But more importantly, the Knight of Swords is all about quick, fast action. He's a quick mover. He's a mover. He doesn't sit around complacent. This means that it is really upon us. The Knight of Swords is a very quick, fast-moving card and a military card. Two of Wands. So right now, we're in the thick of it. We're going in between two worlds. Okay, see how right here, two wands, that's a portal. So we are on the precipice of some major, major change, going from one world to the other. This also is indicative of that everything that President Trump and the White Hat Alliance has set out to do, to change the world, to switch from the dark ages to the golden age, it is doable. We're on the precipice of it. He's literally holding the world there. Everything that we've been told is true, and it's coming true. All right, one last one. Let's see. I'm going to pick 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 8. Oh, the Death card. Big, big change, and it's a major arcana. So we are on the precipice of huge, huge change. The Death is the end of one way of life, of one phase, and the beginning of a new one. It's crash and burn, and then through the ashes we rise as the phoenix. Big, big, huge change. Wow, and major arcana. All right, so we have two more. Five of Pentacles. Yep, there's the ending and the crumbling of the old fiat money system, the end of the Federal Reserve, the end of taxes, the end of debt. This is financial loss, folks. So we all know that the fiat dollar is coming down, right? But we know that there's a battle between who's it going to come down under? Is the collapse of the fiat fake monopoly money dollar and the Federal Reserve, is it going to happen through the White Hats watch, the Alliance for the Good? Or is it going to happen under the dark hat, the cabal watch, because they're fighting for it. We all know it's not if, excuse me, it's not if, it's not if, it's when the economic collapse has happened. Excuse me, I can't talk. We know it's not when. No, we know it's not if, it's when. Exactly. It's not if, it's when. The global collapse is going to happen with the US dollar, but it's going to start in the US. And folks, there is going to be a financial loss. There is going to be a market collapse, and it's 100% going to happen with the Alliance White Hats. They know it's coming. You can't build a new house on an old house. So we need the death of the old system. That means the death of the US economy, the death of the stock market, the death of the Federal Reserve, the death of the monetary system. You cannot build a new house on a collapsed old house, right? You have to clear out the debris. You have to burn it to the ground and suffer the loss. So there's your financial loss in order for the resurrection, for the new system to come. Now we got the last card, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about emotional balance. She's a motherly card too. She takes care of business. So everything has to collapse so that the divine feminine can rise and give balance and nurturing, healing, love, abundance. Sort of like so that Mother Gaia, the ultimate mother, can rise. We know that she's taken a beating Mother Gaia, right? All of the dark energies of the earth. So this is the divine feminine rising up because she's been stifled. She's been demonized. She's been pushed aside with all of this ruler, aggressive Mars type energy. So now it's going back to that sacred balance. So we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be nurtured. We're going to be healed. We're going to be abundant. It's like good old Mama God, Mother and Father God, and Mother Gaia, Mother Earth is taking back charge. She's taking her energy and raising it up. She's taking from the bad guys, the ones that have stolen from us, and giving it back to the children of the earth. And this is all about the US government nurturing and healing and giving back to its people and taking care of the legal and the good citizens of the United States. We know that our government has been working against us, not Trump's government. We're talking about the deep state players that have infiltrated our government and all the governments around the world. And so it's like finally the governments of the world are going to take care of their people instead of the illegal invaders that don't belong there, instead of the deep state puppets that have been ruling and stealing the rights and the money of the people. The power is going to go back to the people where it belongs. So, folks, this is the card that you really need to pay attention to because this is the hard yes. We ask, is Trump going into Air Force One with a black umbrella? Was that a calm? Was that a signal that, yes, folks, the storm is upon us without saying it? We all know that everything that he does, every appearance means something. It's very deliberate. We got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a huge yes, that yes, the storm is upon us. That's a physical, tangible yes. Also, very indicative of finances. Now, I did a psychic live last night and I asked 3 questions. And I asked about the 3 individual aspects of the financial change. All right, the financial change that we're going through and the monetary system, because we know there's huge change coming. I asked if the RV was going to happen before Thanksgiving of 2025. I got a yes. I asked if the QFS was going to happen before Thanksgiving 2025. No, actually, I asked if the QFS was going to happen before Christmas, I believe, and I got Christmas 2025. I got a yes. And I asked if the RV was going to happen imminently. And I got it's already happening. And we know it's already happening because the Vietnam Dong, they didn't wait for the rest of the countries to reevaluate. They were tired of waiting, so they already reevaluated, and also the Iraqi dinar also reevaluated. So the RV is already in the process of happening. That's imminent. So I got last night that the RV is going to happen imminently. That's going to happen first, and then looks like the Nasara Jasara. I asked about that too. I don't know if I mentioned that. I asked if the Nasara Jasara, the global debt forgiveness, if that was going to happen before Thanksgiving 2025. I got a yes. And then I asked about QFS, and I forget. It's imminent. I think I asked it was before Thanksgiving or before the end of the year. I'm not sure, but the QFS also was imminent. But the biggest thing that I got last night is that the RV is already happening. It's imminent. That's going to happen first, and then the Nasara Jasara and the QFS. Everything is imminent. And this Ace of Pentacles, we all know that Pentacles means money. Obviously, this Pentacle is a coin. That's also known as coins. Pentacles and coins, same thing. Not only is this indicative that the money, this is tangible. That means that everything physical and tangible is going to be given back to us. Huge, tangible yes. So, folks, the storm is upon us. This is the final showdown. So, I am sorry that I could not do this live show in person, but I need to rest. I need to take care of myself. I'm always telling you that you can't give to others if your cup is empty. I am going to be doing a show with Azria tomorrow, my soul sister from the UK. Okay. I haven't done the thumbnail yet, but we're going to be having a just a chat. We're going to be talking about this uncomfortable and painful phase that we're in. We're in between two worlds right now, and it's awful. All right. And even though we know about it, it doesn't take the suck out of it. So Azria and I are going to have a live show tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. for those over there in the UK where she is. I'm going to be talking about this uncomfortable in-between phase. We're in between two worlds right now. We can't go back to the old world. The old world is crumbling. We're done with the old world. We don't belong in the old world. We never belonged in the old world. And we're isolating ourselves because we can't take the madness and the stupidity and the sleepers and the aggression and the craziness and the violence. It's so hard for us because we're all open, we're intuitive, we're empaths, and the energy is off the charts. And we're getting bombarded. We're physically and emotionally getting attacked. We're exhausted, we're depressed, we're anxious. So we're going to talk about what we can do to help get through this awkward, horrible in between phase, which is very, very difficult. Some days people are doing well. You'll feel good one day, and then the next day you feel horrible. One day you feel good emotionally and spiritually and physically, and then an hour later you feel depressed and anxious and you feel like crap. I don't know about you. I'm not sleeping. I can sleep a few hours and I'm constantly waking up. I'm not getting quality sleep. If I do sleep, I'm waking up with headaches, the mood swings, the energy shifts. It's really not easy. So I think tomorrow will be a very important and great show. I haven't done the thumbnail yet. I have a headache, so I'm going to go lay down, have some water, and eat something right now. But again, this is not a live show. This is taped. It's a video, but I am going to release it on 8 p.m. So it will be like a live show. It will be released like a live show. There'll be a live chat. However, it's not live, it's taped. It's a video. And I will be lurking and Paula will be lurking. So we'll be in the chat with you. Okay, I'll be in the chat and Paula will be in the chat as a moderator as well. I love you, my Soul Tribe family. So I will see you. You'll be watching this at, tonight because I'm filming this. It's 1 o'clock right now on October the 18th. You'll be watching this from 8 o'clock p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you tomorrow with Azria. And until then, just know that I love you. God bless you. And please, please, please know you're not alone. We're almost through this. It's painful and it's awful. Just know that I love you. You're supported. God loves you and you're not alone. God bless you. Bye.